my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed. Baby, when I tell you my DMs have been flooded. I say to myself, if only I could have two of me. Without any further ado, Tubaba, also known as Two-Face, the Nigerian artist, put out a statement on social media saying that he was divorcing Annie. And this all happened while I was sleeping because I need my beauty sleep, my babies. So I woke up to all of the drama. Needless to say, with quick succession, the statement was deleted. The post was deleted. The post was no more. And then there was another statement stating that his account was hacked. I'm going to try and get it back. And people in the comments were like, Tubaba, you're an artist, but you're not a mathematician. Those are my words. Others were like, why? I said, because you're talking about an account that is hacked, of which you are making the statement. Which one is it? Did you do it? Did you do it by mistake? Didn't you do it? What is it? Because the account that you're trying to get back is where you're sending this message from. Tubaba came out with his legs crossed with a water bottle talking about Namio, Nami Duam, Nami put that post there. And so everybody went up in arms. All the social media platforms went up in arms. It's news. Annie and Tubaba are getting divorced. Tubaba is divorcing Annie. Oh, this is not fair. How can you treat Annie this way? How can you treat her after she has supported you? She married you when you had children. She did this and the third. And so here I am because you wanted my opinion. And so this headline is not only for Annie and Tubaba, it is for everybody out there, most especially my Nigerian sisters. Sister me, it is most especially for you. So let me start from the beginning. I don't have anything to say to Tubaba. You know why? Because Tubaba showed his peacock colors. He not only showed his peacock colors today, but he has been showed his peacock colors from day one. Tubaba came onto Young, Famous and African. And with everything that he did, there was something that struck a chord with me. And it was at that point, Tale me, I would have gotten up and I would have said, Young, Famous and African, I beg, make una give me my money, make her go. I would not have done any more filming. I would have left. And that was when Tubaba burst out. And it was so spontaneous, as if he had had it within. He declared his passion and love and need and desire for sex. Here was the thing. That's good, baby. That's a nice little workout. Sweat it out. But he did not desire having sex with Annie. He did not state that. He just stated that he likes to screw. I'm so sorry. I know it's vulgar, but that was the way he intended it to be. And I looked at him and all I could see was disease. That was it. STDs up the wazoo. So Tubaba, as far as I'm concerned, he'd been done, shown you the kind of person that he is, and he will not change his feathers, he will not change his peacock. Listen to me, I love animal print, I love glam, I love fabulosity, I love afro hair. As you can see, I've refused to do any other hairstyle. I live for it, and I really love natural glam. I don't have lashes on, and I am living and loving for this no foundation makeup. It's down below for you, for those that want to watch. I live and love who I am, and the older I get, the more I am really filling out my very self with no apologies. You don't like it, you can step. You don't want to see it, you don't have to watch the channel. You don't like what I'm saying, you can move on. I really don't care. This is who I am, and I am not going to put myself in any other space and place to make anybody comfortable. I'm just not going to do it. Now, I bring that up because if you pretend to be somebody else, or you refuse to accept who you are attracted to and marry the man, do not come back talking about, I did all of this for you. It's all falling on deaf ears. So all I can say for Tubaba, he showed me who he was. He showed me who he was. Shame on him if it happens the first time, because I didn't see it. But the second, third, 14th, 200th and 10th, that's on me. So Tubaba can skate over to the side, whether it's a publicity stunt, whether it is for his album, whether he's feeling bored, or he wants to be on Young, Famous and African, or he wanted attention. Whatever the reason, you use your marriage as a joke to say, I'm getting divorced, not divorced, we're separated, da 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 da. You know what, Tubaba? I heard you. I've heard you clear. You can move to the side. Annie, I feel sorry for you. You know why I feel sorry for you? Because you're in a situation where I think that you are just a masochist. You like hurting yourself. You want to be slapped. You want to be kicked. You want to be humiliated. You want to be thrown outside, be brought back inside. It is such a shame. And I feel sorry for you because you don't love yourself. It's impossible to love yourself and be going through this kind of nonsense. You are hopeless and useless to everybody around you because you are miserable, because you are pining for somebody who does not even think of you on a daily basis, weekly, as a matter of fact, or any other time for that matter. He never cared for you. He never will care for you. This mentality that I must force this marriage, that I must make him, that I must try my hardest, that you are the wife, oh, Iyawo me. You know, she's the wife. She's the one that will be inside the house. Darlings, this is the digital age. I've put these stats up before. I'm going to put the stats up again. But let me explain for those that don't understand. It shows from 1940, 1935, somewhere around there, to 2024. And it shows how dating started to change. Initially, if you wanted to meet somebody, you would meet somebody through the family, through college, through church, through work, through the restaurant, whatever. Until online kicked in the early 80s. And it overtook everything all the way and made first place from 2012, and it hasn't budged, but as a matter of fact, it has even advanced. Dating. I am talking about what online has done for businesses. I'm talking about what online has done for awareness. I'm talking about what online has done for us sitting here. You can communicate with me. You can see me because of online. I have created an entire career from a YouTube channel where I have hundreds of thousands of people that have subscribed, of which I can birth my own brand and business. Translation: The world that my parents raised me in preparation for no longer exists. And that goes with a couple of things, and one of them is the mentality and the way we looked at marriages, the way that we had to stick in a marriage, whether he beat you up, whether he cheated on you, whether he had outside babies on you, whether he came home, didn't come home. You were to make sure that you were open and willing from the waist down, and you cooked in the kitchen better than a chef that could cook in any 5-star restaurant or hotel. That was your job. You would come with your hand out. I need money. You give me money. Hey, my husband gave me money. And you were a house girl. You were a nanny. You were a cook. You better work it out in the bedroom. And you were to shut up your mouth. It does not work today. It doesn't work today. Real Housewives of Lagos, go ahead and watch it. The girls have their businesses, the girls have their brands, they're making their own money, because these are girls that are really understanding. Let me come out here in these Lagos streets and come and get my coin, so that if any man comes here to be telling me nonsense, baby girl, I can walk. I'm going to the airport. I'm going to Spain. I'm going to Brazil. I'm going to London. I'm going to Ibiza. I'm going to Greece. How about I'm not even going to marry any of you? Let me find a man that really loves me. The mentality has got to go. And I say that for my younger girls. If not, you're going to stick out here and be like your mama. And you know the sad part about it, baby, is going to be worse for you. Why? Because life has moved on, and the way that people are living has moved on. And that is what I'm trying to tell Annie, because Annie is directly showing her children what they should do. She's showing her sons how to behave badly. Yep, because you know what, they'll take it. They will always come back. Ah, oh, don't come back. Hey, you will suffer to hell. And then you're showing your daughters that this is what she has to do to keep a man. You're not raising strong daughters. You're not raising decent gentlemen. That's what I'm trying to say. All of this is a horse and pony show. I don't have time for it. And I want to make it very clear. You see all these them too, Baba, all these celebrities, singers, they are talented. Like all of you. It's just that you don't have the platform that they have. Other than that, majority of them don't have sense. And then those that do, they capitalize on it to say, I am so and so, so you know what, I can do and be anything. And so little baby Annie of 16, hey, to Baba, hey, ho. No, darling. You could have married somebody who is 500 times better than the man to Baba is. But you wanted to sit there because you wanted the lifestyle. And don't you just kind of sort of feel icky? Don't you kind of sort of feel cheap? Don't you kind of sort of feel really bad about yourself? He slept with another girl without any protection. She's had a baby, and whatever, you know, bodily fluid she has, he has come around and transferred it to you without you knowing. And you come out and you take the charity of a Chanel bag or a Birkin bag, and you think he loves you. A man that loves you could never treat you that way. A man that loves you will protect you. A man that loves you will defend you. A man that loves you would put himself in a position that he can never be in any kind of uncompromising situation. A man that loves you will show the love of you in front of the children, because children are half mom and dad, and they see how daddy behaves to mom, and they are helpless. They are so helpless. They are so beautiful. They are so innocent. And you know what happens, and I've said it before, especially with children, when mom and dad fight and one goes and doesn't come back, or one parent wants to punish her and so doesn't give presents to the children stand there. They don't stop loving the parents. They stop loving themselves. And now they have trauma. Now they have issues. And it's a matter of trigger. They go through school, go through high school, and one day at work, they just lose it. And they have to now open up this Pandora's box of bullshit that you guys created, and you couldn't have the simple decency to sort out, and now your children are suffering for it. And then you say, hey, ma binu, hey, me, and you just sound like an illiterate. You sound like an illiterate. We're in the era and the decade and the time of moving forward, and the marriages and the way that we treat each other, whether it's African, whether it's European, whether it's whatever, is a mutual respect of man and woman. Because think of the children. Then why do you have children? That's all that I say, because for me, I'm just for children first. So this horse and pony show where I'm 55, going to be 56, I need my sleep. You're in my DMs, Tu Baba and Annie, this. I'm already dealing with Annie on Young, Famous and African. First episode, she already looking crazy. I have to go and talk about that. And you know, here it is. I'm a sister, I'm an auntie, I'm a friend, but I'm going to give you tough love, especially for Annie, who is completely bruised. She's bloodied everywhere because she has knocked her head on that wall. She has even taken people to come and beg Tu Baba, the same Tu Baba's family that does not like you, Annie. I heard it in the streets.
Before you judge Two-Face, before you judge Annie, listen to this. 3 years ago, Facebook Premium Times, Annie Macaulay's brother attacks Tu Baba's mom. Brother. 2021, September, Annie pours Two-Face food, wine, may stab him to death. Charles Idibia. This was on Idoma Voice newspaper. 2021, September, Linda Ikeji blog, Tu Baba's unusual silence while his younger brother exchanged words. 2021, September, Annie stabs Two-Face while asleep, locks doors against mother-in-law. 2021, September, you have no respect for your husband. Two-Face brother slams Annie Idibia. 2021, November, Tribune Online. I'm sorry I broke your heart.
And I see that a lot out here in these African streets. And I'm telling you, mama, don't marry him. All this big wedding of 4 days, 5 days, introduction, hello, church, from there, come and eat this one, come and eat that one. It's all rubbish. It's rubbish. You know why? Let them both go for classes. What is my role as a wife? What is my role as a husband? You finish university, you have no sense. Because did you think that your qualifications is what you're going to need through life? Wrong answer. You need life skills. That's what you need to survive out here in these streets. You're 20 odd, you just might live for another 60 years. Your degree will only go so far. If you don't have the common sense to know how to deal with your family, how to deal with your in-laws, how to, above all else, that you are happy. The money will take you so far. And before you know it, what? You're going to be a single mom looking after children. All of a sudden now, the degree that you have studied, of which you did not practice, you are not working, you are at home. We're at home, we're at home, we thank God. Yes, now we thank God. Hey, help me greet her, God. Help me. It's all rubbish. I'm telling you as is, because this life is not guaranteed. And I'm telling it to the young ones. Girls, I am under the impression you want to get married because that is what you're told. You finish university, you get married, you come and do this stupid celebration for 25 days. You're in your husband's house and you don't know what to do. Find out who this bobo is that you're marrying. Find out what he likes. Find out what he doesn't like. More importantly, find out what you like, what you don't like. Auntie Fumi, what do you mean? Do you like people that smoke? Do you mind people that drink? Do you like to eat? Do you like to exercise? Does he like women that keep their figure? Because you know what? This relationship that you're having called marriage has to last happily. I want you to be happy. A lot of the marriages out there, they are co-parenting. They're living together like flatmates. The rest of them, they're doing boos bass. Then they come out and wear a shoebi that matches each other. It is again what? It's rubbish. Yes, I'm coming hardcore. It's nonsense. It is nonsense. That generation, it doesn't work. There are more divorces than ever before in the African society because what happened is not working in your generation. It's not working. It's not working for you. So you have to go back to the drawing board. Dust off your degree. You get a job. Make sure that you have money. Make sure that you have savings. As you have a baby, test slow. Let me see what I'm working with the one child, because he just might not make it. You know why? Because having a child, just come here, just scatter everything. Wait, hold on. I don't even have anything to use to scatter. A child, a child, the one that the two of you were married and it was okay, you could go out, he could go out. A child will come and this is how they scatter everything. All of a sudden, you can't just get up and leave. Absolutely not. The baby has to be breastfed. The baby has to be taken care of. The baby, you have to change the nappies. The baby has been crying all night. So guess what? Your husband is irritated. Guess what? Your husband is irritated because you couldn't cook. But is he blind? Can he not see that you had this child to come and take care overnight? That's not his business. Then some of us will have C-section. Some of us will have trauma. Some of us will have what do you call it now? A postpartum, because you had the child, but all of a sudden your hormones have not really settled down. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about fertility struggles because you don't know what you got. So I strongly advise you that you go and find out whether you have fibroids, whether you have cysts, whether you have any fertility issues that you can handle now. Maybe you go and freeze 1 or 2 eggs for insurance, just in case. Don't buy the Chanel bag. Don't go and buy the Gucci sunglasses. Don't go and buy the Range Rover. Hey, and what, boys? It's all what? It's all rubbish. Come over here and sort your life out. Your parents gave birth to you. Your parents paid on our school fees. That's it. The rest is on you. If not, you're going to end up being a laughing stock like who? Annie. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you what? I'll see you soon.